Hi everyone, I'm Teacher Michelle and welcome to another episode of Unang Math. For this episode, I will be discussing the topic about regular polyhedron. In our previous episode, we already studied what polyhedrons are and the different types of polyhedrons. This time, I will be explaining regular polyhedron. So what is a regular polyhedron? For a regular polyhedron to be called a regular polyhedron, it must meet not only one condition, but these two conditions. Okay, first condition is all the faces must be congruent regular polygons. So from the word congruent, it means identical or the same. So all the faces must be the same, must be identical regular polygons. Okay, let's find out if these two figures meet this first condition. Okay, in this first figure, this face is a square. Okay, this is also a square, and the rest of the faces are squares. So this figure meets this first condition. Okay, what about this figure? This face is an equilateral triangle. This is an equilateral triangle, and the rest of the faces are equilateral triangles. So this figure also meets this first condition. Okay, what about the second condition? The number of faces meeting each other at each vertex must be the same. Okay, let's check in this first figure. This is a vertex. This is a face, face, face. So there are three faces meeting at this vertex. What about this vertex? So 1, 2, 3 faces also. What about here? Okay, 1, 2, and then the down part, so 3 faces. Here, 1, 2, 3. And the rest of the vertices, there are 3 faces meeting at those vertices. So that means this figure is a regular polyhedron. Okay, what about this figure? If this is a vertex, this is a face, 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 and another face. So there are 4 faces meeting at this vertex. Okay, what about here? 1, 2, and then the back part, 3. So 3 faces. This is 3, this is 4. So the number of faces meeting each other at each vertex is not the same for this figure. So this is not a regular polyhedron. Okay, moving on to the different types of regular polyhedron. There are 5 types of regular polyhedron. These are tetrahedron, cube, octahedron, dodecahedron, and icosahedron. Okay, tetrahedron has 4 polygonal faces. Cube has 6 polygonal faces. Octahedron has 8 polygonal faces. Dodecahedron has 12. Icosahedron has 20 polygonal faces. Tetrahedron, octahedron, and icosahedron are made up of equilateral triangles. Cube is made up of squares, and dodecahedron is made up of regular pentagon. Since there are just 5 names or types of regular polyhedron, then you must memorize these names. Okay, this time, you might be wondering, why are there only 5 regular polyhedrons? Using this table, I will explain and illustrate why are there only 5 regular polyhedrons. Okay, in the first row are the different regular polyhedron. Second row is the shape of the faces of each regular polyhedron. And then the third row is the number of faces meeting at a vertex. Okay, let's start with tetrahedron. Okay, let's consider here an equilateral triangle because remember, tetrahedron, the shape of the face is an equilateral triangle. Okay, now, for us to create three-dimensional figure or shape, we need at least three equilateral triangles. Okay, now we have three equilateral triangles here. Fold this and we created tetrahedron. Okay, what about, let's add one more equilateral triangle. Okay, so we now have four equilateral triangles. If we're going to fold this one, then we created this upper part of this octahedron. Make another like this, fold, and then join together. Then now we have octahedron. Okay, let's add another equilateral triangle. So now we have 5 equilateral triangles. Fold this one, and then make another fold. Okay, make another fold, and then join together. Then we created icosahedron. Okay, what about if we have 6 equilateral triangles? So if there are 6 equilateral triangles, then this is already 360 degrees. We can no longer fold this one. So in order for us to fold this, we need at least an angle. Okay, moving on to cube, let's consider here this basic shape, square. So we need at least 3 squares to make 3-dimensional figure. So these are the 3 squares. Fold this one, so we created the half of the cube. Make another like this, fold, and then join together. Then now we created cube. Okay, what about if we added, or we will add here 1 square. So 4 squares. So this is already 360 degrees. We can no longer fold this one. Remember, we need at least an angle so we can fold this. Okay, moving on to dodecahedron. Okay, remember this is made up of regular pentagons. So we need at least 3 regular pentagons to make 3-dimensional figure. Okay, fold these 3 regular pentagons. Okay, make another fold, make another fold, make another fold, then join together, then we can create dodecahedron. Okay, now let's answer this concept check question. So we have here the different or the 5 regular polyhedrons: tetrahedron, cube, octahedron, dodecahedron, and icosahedron. Okay, let's answer these 2 questions. The regular polyhedron with faces shaped like equilateral triangles are, okay, we have here tetrahedron. We also have octahedron and icosahedron. So these are the 3 regular polyhedron with faces shaped like equilateral triangles. Okay, what about the second question? The regular polyhedron with 3 faces meeting at the vertex are, okay, let's check tetrahedron. This is the vertex, so there are 3 faces meeting at one vertex. So this is tetrahedron. Okay, what else? What about cube? Okay, so 1, 2, 3. So there are 3 faces meeting at a vertex. So cube is also an answer. Okay, what about octahedron? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is not an answer. Dodecahedron. So 1, 2, 3. So there are 3 faces meeting at a vertex. So dodecahedron is also an answer. Dodecahedron. Okay, for icosahedron, there are 4 faces meeting at each vertex. So the regular polyhedron with 3 faces meeting at the vertex are tetrahedron, cube, and dodecahedron. Okay, this time, let's answer this simple question. Which of the following statements about regular polyhedrons is not correct? Okay, number 1. It is a regular polygon with congruent faces. Okay, this is correct. Congruent faces, so this is a regular polygon. So this statement is true. Okay, what about number 2? There are only 5 types of regular polyhedrons. This is also correct. We just studied that there are 5 types of regular polyhedrons. Okay, moving on to choice or option number 3. The tetrahedron has 4 edges. Okay, tetrahedron, let's see. 1, 2, 3. This is a tetrahedron and this has 6 edges. So this statement number 3 is not correct. What about number 4? The tetrahedron, octahedron, and icosahedron all have the same face shape. Okay, this is correct. So tetrahedron has equilateral faces for octahedron, and equilateral faces for icosahedron. So this statement is also correct. So which of the following statements about regular polyhedron is not correct? So the answer is statement number 3.